Coming to question number 11. Now, this is a graph of a function f is shown in the diagram below. On the same diagram, sketch the graph y equal to minus f of x. So, minus f of x means it is reflection on what is this x-axis. So, what are you supposed to do? This point over here, this one was minus 1.5, so it becomes plus 1.5, and this is also minus 1.5, so it becomes plus 1.5, and these 2 points will remain the same. This is 0.5, so it becomes minus 0.5. So now join it out, all the points. This will be the approximate shape of the graph. Now g of x equal to f of x plus 3, find g of 3. So which is f of minus 3 plus 3, which is nothing but what? F of 0. What is f of 0 from the table or from the graph? Negative 1.5. Describe fully this transformation that maps the graph of f to the graph of g. Graph of f to the graph of g. So what is that? Translation. What am I going to write? Translation by a vector minus 3, 0. This is the easiest way. Now write the domain and range. When you are reflecting minus f of x means it is reflection on x-axis. When you are reflecting on x-axis, the domain will not change, whereas the range will become upside down. So it becomes minus 0.5, y, and 4. F of x plus 3, you are moving the graph minus 3 units. So minus 1 will become minus 4, because minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4, and 4 minus 3 will become 1. Next, range. In that case, the range will not be changing. Next, question number 12. The following is the graph shown y equal to f of x. It has minimum and maximum at 0, 0 and 1, half. On the same diagram, f of x minus 1 plus 3 upon 2. F of x minus 1 means move 1 unit right side and 1.5 units up. 1 unit right side. So this point was moves 1 unit right side. It goes 1 unit right and 1.5 up. So 0.5 plus 1.5 is 2. So what should I be doing it out over there? So now 1 comma half will become, this 1 comma half will become 2 comma 2, 2 comma 2. So this is the point, and this point 0 comma 0 will become 1 unit right. So 1 comma, and it moves 3 upon 2. So 3 upon 2. So mark those points, 1 comma 3 upon 2 and 2 comma 2. So it goes in this way approximately. That should be the shape of the graph. What are the coordinates of the minimum and the maximum point? So just now we have done 1 comma 3 upon 2 and 2 comma 2. Next, the sketch shows part of the graph y equal to f of x which passes through the points. A second function is defined by g of x equals to 2 f of x minus 1. Calculate g of 0, g of 1, g of 2 and g of 3. So x, x minus 1 and f of x minus 1. 0, 1, 2, 3. So this becomes negative 1, 0, 1, 2. So this becomes 3, 2, 0, 1. So that's going to be the answer. So now g of 0. What is g of 0 will become 2 of f of minus 1, which is nothing but what? 6. G of 1 will become 2 of f of 0, which is 4. G of 2 will become 2 f of 1, which is 0. And g of 3 which is 2 f of 2, which is equals to 2. So on the same axis, sketch the graph of the following. So what am I going to do? I'm going to draw the plot with 0, 6, 1, 4, 2, 0, and 3, 2. So 0, 6, 2, 1, 2, then another point, 1, 4, 2, 0, and 3, 2. 3, 2, and over here minus 2, 0. My graph will look approximately like this. That should be the way how it should be done. Now question number 14. F of x is equal to 2x plus 1. On the grid below, draw the graph of f of x. X lies between 0 to 2. If it is 0, it's going to be 1. If it is 1, it's going to be 3. And if it is 2, it's going to be 5. So join the straight line. F of x plus 3 minus 2. So 0, 1, 1, 3, 2, 5. Now 0, 1. So f of x plus 3, it moves minus 3, x moves minus 3, so minus 3, and y moves minus 2, minus 1. Then again minus 2 and 1. And this is minus 1 and 3. So join it out now. Minus 3, minus 1, minus 2, 1, and minus 1, 3. Write down the domain and range. So f of x domain is given and g of x domain is also given. What's going to be the range? Range of f of x, what we got for it out was 1 to 5. And whereas for this one was minus 1 to 3. Question number 15. The diagram shows the graph y equal to x square is transformed to the graph y equal to f of x in 3 steps. Given the equation of the curve of each diagram, write down the coordinates of the vertex at each step. So y equal to x square is 0, 0. Now it is being transformed to the final one, right? So first one, what am I doing it out? X minus 1. It is moving 1 unit right side, so x minus 1 whole square. In that case, the vertex is 1, 0. Next, what is happening is I am multiplying it with 4. 4 times of x minus 1 whole square. The vertex does not change. Then I'm moving, translating it up to what it says. The vertex is 1, 3. 1, 3, the vertex. So what am I going to do that one? 4 of x minus 1 whole square plus 3. So what's going to be the vertex? 1, 3 is going to be the vertex. Question number 16. F of x equals to x square, g of x equals to 2 times of x minus 1 whole square. The graph of g can be obtained from the graph of f by using two transformations. Give two full geometric transformations. So first one is translated, or first we'll do stretch. First one is going to be nothing but what? Vertical stretch by scale factor 2. So it becomes 2x square. Then next is nothing but what? Translated, horizontally translated by 1 unit right side. This is going to be the answer. The graph of G is translated by the vector 3 comma minus 2, 3 units in x direction, minus 2 in the y direction, to give the graph of h. The point minus 1 comma 1 on the graph f is translated to the point p on h. Find the coordinates of p. So minus 1 comma 1 is on f. What's happening is it's becoming, what is this? I should be multiplying the y coordinates with 2, so it becomes 2 times 1 is 2 and 1 unit right, so minus 1 plus 1, which is nothing but what? 0 comma 2. This is on g. Now g is becoming h, so by what? 3 comma minus 2, so add 3 comma minus 2, so it becomes 3 comma 0. So this is a point h, which is a point p. That's going to be the answer. Question number 17. F of x equals to 3x square. The graph of f is translated 1 unit to the right and 2 units down. The graph of g is the image of graph of f after its translation. Write down the coordinates of the vertex of g. Now, vertex of f is nothing but 0 comma 0. It is translated 1 unit right, so 0 plus 1 and 2 units down, so 0 minus 2. So it's going to be 1 comma negative 2. Express g in the form of 3 of x minus p whole square plus q. So 3 of x minus 1 whole square minus 2. The graph of h is a reflection of the graph g on x-axis. Reflection on x-axis. Write down the coordinates of the vertex. So 1 comma negative 2 reflection will be 1 comma positive 2. Question number 18. The diagram shows a sketch of the graph y equal to f of x equal to x square and the sketch of the graph g of x equals to minus x square plus 6x minus 13. Write down the coordinates of the maximum point of the g of x. So now g of x can be written as minus of x minus 3 whole square minus 4. So what is going to be the vertex? 3 comma negative 4 is going to be the vertex. Describe fully single transformation which together map the graph of f of x to g of x. So what does that becomes? Now x square should become minus of x minus 3 whole square minus 4. So first reflection on x-axis, then followed by translation of 3 comma negative 4. This should be the answer. Question number 19. Y equals to 2x square minus 12x plus 23 is written in the form of 2 of x minus c whole square plus d. The graph y equal to x square is transformed into this one. Then it is vertical stretch by scale factor k, horizontal translation by p units, vertical translation q units. Find the value of k, q and 3. So now what am I going to write it out? This 2x square minus 12x plus 23. I'm directly writing, you can write it as 2 of x minus 3 whole square plus 5. So now we can clearly see that the vertical stretch k value will be 2 and horizontal will be, this p value will be 3 and vertical will be 5. So q value will be 5. Question number 20. The graph y equal to x square and y equal to 5 minus 3 times of x minus 4 whole square. Find the value of k, p and q. So first of all, scales, what is this? Reflection on y equal to 0, x square becomes minus x square. Then it is a stretch factor, so minus 3x square. So what is k value? K value is 3. Then what am I doing it out? I will be moving it out x minus 4 whole square. So this gives me p value as 4. Then I am moving it up 5 units up. So plus 5. So q value will be equal to 5. That's going to be the answer. Question number 21. The translation with vector h comma k implies the shift by h units horizontally and k units vertically. The following diagram shows a part of the graph f of x equal to 5 minus x square with the vertex 0, 5. The image y equal to g of x after the translation with vector h, k, the vertex is t, 3, 6. Find the values of h, k. So 0 became 3. So h equals to nothing but what? 3. And 5 became 6. So k should be equals to 1. Write down the expression for g of x. So what is g of x will become? F of x minus 3 plus 1, which is 5 minus x minus 3 whole square plus 1, which is 6 minus x minus 3 whole square. If you want to expand and write, you can write, or else you can write it as like that only. This is going to be the answer. On the same diagram, sketch the graph y equal to g of minus x. G of minus x means reflection on y-axis. So it should be in this way, approximately in this particular shape. Reflection on y-axis. X, the left side graph becomes right side graph, and the right side graph will become left side graph. Question number 22. The quadratic equation function f of x equals to 3x square minus 12x plus 11. Write in the form of. So 3 common, x square minus 4x plus 11. So 3 times x square minus 4x plus 4 minus 4 minus 11. 3 times x minus 2 whole square minus 12 minus 11. So plus 11. So it becomes 3 times x minus 2 whole square minus 1. The graph f is translated 3 units to the positive direction, 5 units in the y direction. The function g is translated graph, giving your answer in the form of y equal to g of x equal to 3 times of x minus p whole square plus q. So what am I doing it out over here? This is f of x. Now what am I doing for g of x? So 3 times of, it is moving 3 units in the x direction. So x becomes x minus 3. X minus 3 minus 2 whole square. Then 5 units in the y direction. So minus 1 is there as it is, plus 5. So it becomes 3 times of x minus 5 whole square plus 4. This is the answer. Question number 23. The diagram shows below the graph of the function y equal to f of x, which passes through the points a, b, c, d. Sketch indicating the images a, b, c, d. F of x minus 4. X minus 4 means entire graph is shifted 4 units right side. So minus 3 comma 25 will become 1 comma 25, and 0 comma 0 becomes 4 comma 0. Then 3 comma 35 will become 7 comma 35, and 6 comma 0 becomes 10 comma 0. So now join those points, approximate graph. This is going to be the shape of the graph. Minus 3, f of minus 3x means every x value is divided by 3, and also reflection on y-axis. So 6 comma 0 becomes, first of all, what are the points? We will be writing the points in an order so that it will be easy for us to plot the graph. So a, what was a? A was minus 3 comma 25, and b is 0 comma 0. C is 3 comma negative 35. D is 6 comma 0. Now minus 3x means x values are divided by 3, and it is reflection on y-axis. Means x value will become y, y value will become x. So divide x value with minus 3. So minus 3 by 3 will become minus 1 comma 25. Now what does that becomes now? Plus 1 comma 25. So reflection, it becomes So divide x values with minus 3. So minus 1 comma 25. That will be the easiest way. Then 0 comma 0 continues to 0 comma 0. 3 comma 35. 3 comma minus 35 will become minus 1 comma minus 35, and 6 comma 0 will become minus 2 comma 0. Divide every x value with minus 3. That should be the easiest way. Now plot these points: minus 2 comma 0, 1 comma 25, then 0 comma 0, and minus 1 comma minus 35. So when I try to draw the graph, it looks in this way. Question number 24. F of x or y equal to 2x square plus 4x plus 7 is translated with 2 comma minus 1. Find the equation of the translated graph. So x becomes x minus 2, x becomes x minus 2, and this minus 1 is over here, minus 1. So it becomes 2 times of x square minus 4x plus 4 plus 4x minus 8 plus 6. So finally it becomes 2x square minus 4x plus 6. Question number 25. The graph of the function f of x is translated to its image g of x by this vector 1 comma minus 1. Write this equation. So g of x is basically nothing but what? F of x minus 1 minus 1. So 2 times of x minus 1 whole cube minus 3 times of x minus 1 whole square plus x minus 1 plus 1 minus 1. So simplify that. Directly I am writing it out. 2x cube minus 9x square plus 13x minus 6. Question number 26. The function f of x is given. Show that f of x can be written as like this. So just part A, expand it out 3 times of x square plus 2x plus 1 minus 12. Simplify that. You should be getting 3x square plus 6x minus 9. Part B, for the graph, write down the coordinates of the vertex. The vertex is negative 1 comma negative 12. Part 2, write down the equation of the axis of symmetry. X equals to negative 1. This is going to be axis of symmetry. Then part 3, write down the y-intercept. Plug in x equal to 0, you get negative 9. Then find the y-intercepts. So what we can do, or x-intercepts, factorize it out. I can factorize that 3 of x plus 3 comma x minus 1 equals to 0. So what are the x-intercepts? Minus 3 comma 0 and 1 comma 0. Hence sketch the graph. So what will be the sketch of the graph? We know that x-intercepts are negative 3 and 1, and y-intercept is minus 9, and my minimum value is at minus 12. This is going to be the answer. G of x equal to x square. The graph f can be obtained from the graph G with two transformations. Find the value of P and Q. So basically the vertex is 0 comma 0. It became negative 1 comma negative 12. Means on x it moved minus 1, and on y it moved to minus 12. And a scale factor of 3, because we have 3 over here. So t value is going to be 3. So what is p value? P value is negative 1. Q value is negative 12. Question number 27. F of x is given, g of x is given. Find f circle g of x. So f of g of x. So what is g of x? X minus 1. Plug in that one, x minus 1 whole square plus 4, which is nothing but what? X square minus 2x plus 5. The graph f circle G is translated to the graph H by 3 units horizontally and 1 unit vertically. Find the coordinates of the vertex H. So H of x will become x minus 3 minus 1 whole square, because it is translated 3 units horizontally, then 1 unit down, so minus 1. So it becomes x minus 4 whole square plus 3. So what's going to be the vertex? 4 comma 3. Show that h of x equals to x square minus 8x plus 19. So expand x square minus 8x plus 16 plus 3. which is h of x. So that equals to x square minus 8x plus 19. The y equal to 2x minus 6 is a tangent. Find the coordinate of P. So for that, what am I going to do? X square minus 8x plus 19 equals to 2x minus 6. So x square minus 10x plus 25 equals to 0. So x minus 5 whole square equals to 0. So x equals to 5. So what is the value of P? P equals to 5. Finally, the last question, 28th question. The diagram shows below the graph y1 equal to f of x. The x-axis is a tangent to f of x at x equals to m, and f of x crosses the x-axis at x equal to n. On the diagram below, sketch the graph y equal to f of 2x. F of 2x means every x value is divided by 2. So m becomes m upon 2. N becomes n upon 2. So how will be the graph now? It passes through n upon 2. This should be the shape of the graph. This is y2 equals to f of 2x. On the diagram below, sketch the graph of f of x minus k, where k lies between n minus m and 0, and indicate the coordinates of point of intersection of y3 with the x-axis. So it is minus k means it is moved plus k. So the graph is moved plus k. So you can write that this distance is going to be k, and this point is going to be m plus k, and this point is going to be n plus k, and this one is f of x minus k equals to y3. Every point has been moved k units to the right side. Solve the equations. F of 2x equals to 0. Just now we have came to know that it should be m by 2 and n by 2. First one is m upon 2 comma n upon 2. Then next one, x minus 3 equals to 0. So m becomes m plus 3 and n becomes n plus 3. F of 2x minus 3. So for this one, it becomes m plus 3 upon 2 and n plus 3 upon 2. How do I got that one? We can make 2x minus 3 should be equals to m. So this gives me x equals to m plus 3 upon 2. Similarly, 2x minus 3 equals to n. So this gives me x equals to n plus 3 upon 2. So those are going to be the values. Solve means we have to find the roots. Roots means where does it intersect x-axis. So that completes the paper. See you in the next video. Bye.